Hey, what's up? It's Taylor. Today we're in a 2003 Mercedes-Benz CL55. See what it does. It rides really smooth. It's Thanksgiving, so that's traffic. This is actually my Uncle Bill's car, and he told us that it does 0 to 60 in
4 seconds.
Like 4 seconds. So we're gonna try her out. I just need a big enough gap turning onto this road. That was silly. So I'm definitely my Uncle Bill's favorite. He goes, I was like, Uncle Bill, I want to take your car and review it for YouTube. And he just hands over the keys, no questions asked. And he goes, here's how you adjust the seat, here's how you turn it on, here, bye. So, definitely his favorite.
Alright, so what we've got here is a supercharged, I honestly don't even know. I think it's a 5.5 liter V8, and he told me it's about 500 horsepower, but I believe these things are a 5-speed automatic. It's got fairly new tires on it. It's this nice dark gray color. But yes, this is my uncle-in-law's car. It's my wife's uncle, and he's a car guy. He's got a lot of cool cars, and he loves a lot of the weird stuff that I like too. This is honestly a car that I've looked at before, thinking about buying as a car for me, but the maintenance on one of these is expensive. So he's my mechanic by trade. So for him, it's not so much of a worry to have to fix it if something goes wrong with it. But yeah, let's hop in it and take it for a spin. All right, so as you know, or you probably don't know, today is Thanksgiving here in America, and that's why Uncle Bill came over today with his car. He just bought it. It's obviously used, 2003, and these things, like I said earlier, were like over $100,000 brand new, and he paid a fraction of that. So these things can be had for a steal, which I know that Mercedes is, you know, you really don't want to buy a used Mercedes-Benz because the maintenance on them, as I said, but the worst ones, I think, the worst offenders, I think, are the V12 cars, and this is a V8 supercharged, so it's a fairly reliable engine as far as I know, and this one here seems to be running fine. It's got, what, 86,000 miles on it. Runs fine, car rides super smooth. Transmission's a little herky-jerky, but that might be just how these things are because it's a performance car. Oh, that's nice. Got a white 300ZX here. And, but yeah, this thing, it rides like a tank. But my one shocking thing here to me is my headroom. I've got the seat pushed all the way down, and I'm like, I can feel my hair hitting the roof. This is the biggest coupe you can buy, and it's got not a lot of headroom for a guy like me. But the other cool thing about these cars that I like is this. The fact that this is pillarless. You just have all this space here, and it's like, it's awesome. But, again, it's Thanksgiving, and it's cold out, so we're going to shut those. But, yeah, the only other weird things about this, thing are that the turn signal stalk, right next to it is the cruise control, and that's actually, the cruise control is in the position where I would normally think the turn signal is, so I keep hitting that. Here, we got a fast road here, so let's give it a little punch. It didn't downshift. But it does pin you in your seat. This thing is not slow. I wouldn't say it's as fast as my SS was stock. Well, maybe, because it didn't downshift, so I don't know.
500 horsepower.
Yeah, it's just 500 horsepower. Now again, 500 horsepower 14 years ago when this thing was new. What it's got now after, you know, years of possible abuse, who knows who owned this thing. He just bought it, but you know, these were not really bought by people who were screw-offs that beat on like a WRX or something like that would be. You had to have money to afford one of these in the first place, so they're probably this car is fairly well maintained. I can tell the interior of it's in great shape. It's not, these seats aren't worn down. The back seats look like no one's ever even been back there. The just everything about it. I mean, the buttons are all still, you know, none of the plastic's worn down on any of the buttons. You can still read everything. This thing's got heated and cooled seats with like, what is it? Oh, you can turn the heated and cool down at the same time. That's interesting. Not sure why you would want to do that. But yeah, 5-speed.
Oh, it's got the memory on this side too.
Yeah, so passenger and driver's seat both have memory. Sport, you know, shifting transmission, so it doesn't have like low and first and second gear or whatever. It's just got the plus minus.
Got a cup holder down here.
And yeah, this thing's actually pretty smooth. I would, if it weren't for the maintenance issues with these things, I would recommend buying something like this. The steering is fairly light for how big of a car this is. Oh, there's first gear. Oh, shit. Holy crap. Okay, yeah. It downshifted there, and that was first gear, and that was fast. That definitely kicked me back. Didn't break the tires loose, I don't think. I didn't see traction control or anything turn on, which I would assume this car has it. I don't know why it wouldn't. It's a CL, which is like an S-Class as far as things it has going on with it. But yeah, this is this is crazy. Still got the old phone pad, which I think all Mercedes still have, if I remember right.
It's got an ashtray.
It's got an ashtray for, you know, the upperclassmen that would have purchased one of these in the first place. You can light your cigarettes and you can smoke it, and you can, you know, you don't have to open your window to ash your cigarette. You can do it inside the luxury of your CL coupe. Exhaust note's pretty mean too. I can hear it like rumbling underneath me. This thing is actually, it's not quiet like you'd think a Mercedes-Benz would be. This thing actually is loud. It's got a growl to it. Which kind of raises the question, you know, lately I've been talking about possibly buying a new car next spring. AMG's dropping value like crazy. What if I get something like that? I get a used AMG or something. Because I did, honestly, I looked at like a used S6 Audi. 4-liter twin-turbo V8, I think, is what's in those. Or maybe I could be wrong. I think the older ones are not the 4-liter. It's a different size. But the turbo V8. And they're relatively affordable for what they are. But, again, you talk about the maintenance problems. But, I don't know. It's a whole world of foreign cars. I know one of you guys commented the other day suggesting I get the E60, I think it is, BMW M5 with the V10. That, I think, would be my first choice for this, like, era of cars. This, but, like, this, like, generation of German sports cars, I'd probably go to BMW first, just because that V10 is crazy. I raced one of those the half mile. I love the way they sound, but I've also heard that they're a nightmare to maintain. But anyway, so this is what?
Didn't BMW make a V12?
Yeah, like in the 90s and later on, but they didn't put it in sports cars. But anyway, so that was this. That was this CL55 AMG. Not a bad car for not a lot of money, and maybe I'll start looking into the German market. Maybe I'll have to go to Germany and take a look at some German cars at some point in my life. So yeah, that's that. And I hope you guys like this and have a happy Thanksgiving. And again, I'm thankful for all the viewers. I'm thankful for the support I get, the comments, the positive reviews and everything like that. The people, you know, the feedback they give me, I greatly appreciate. I'm very thankful. And I hope you guys all, you know, all around the world, everybody, have a great day, have a great weekend. And once again, please give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.